Section 1 of Sugar Plums. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by D. Geyer. Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. Mama's Dolls. Oh, Mama, were your little doll girls ever bad like mine? So bad that they made their little mama sad? Would your dolls twitch when you combed out their little curls? You said you once were small and had some dolly girls. Tell me about your dolls and when your name was Kit. Just little Kit, like me, you know. Mama, is it as nice to be a woman? Don't you want to be little again? Why didn't you save your dolls for me? Did you have lots of dolls? What kind did you like best? The little naked ones or those you bought all dressed? And did your mama give you pieces of her dress? Oh, when she gave you silk, then you was glad, I guess. Saved you, my dolls? Should I tell you, my little Kit, about when I was little Kit? You'd laugh at it. That Kit lived miles and miles from dolly stores, and worse. Her mama had no dolly money in her purse. So, Kit, what do you think that little Kit did do? That poor Kit? Her dolls would not have done for you. She rolled a piece of cloth and sewed it in a roll. Eyes, nose, mouth, hair, she marked them with a piece of coal. The pipe stem arms were cloth, the pipe stem legs were cloth. Kit's mama took a stitch to bend the ankles both. And Kit felt grand to get a piece of calico. For Dolly's dress, Grandmama had no silk, you know. And that was all she had, Mama? I feel so bad. Oh, no, sweet pet, a bigger doll she often had. She pinned a pillow in her little blanket shawl. Don't laugh, she loved that soft, fat dolly best of all. Poor Mama, if I lived then, I'd have give you some, my dolls. I'm glad you stayed and lived until I come. It's made up now. Because you didn't have dolls, you see, when you were little. Now you have Papa and me. End of section 1.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 2 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Baby's Frights. What Mama Said to Her Little Mimi at Night. Baby's had a dreadful day, this poor little baby Mimi. Giants tried to run away with this little baby Mimi. First a spider black and big stepped up close to baby Mimi. Wished to spin a silver wig. Try it on, my baby Mimi. When I looked, she'd spun a net. In it sat my baby Mimi. She was carrying off my pet. Just kidnapping baby Mimi. Mama slapped her with her shoe. Didn't she slap her baby Mimi? Mom will always fight for you, sweet and precious baby Mimi. But baby, oh baby, what think the spider said to me? I have 3 little spiders and they've not a rag to make calls on your little girl Mimi, you see. So I thought I'd take her in the soft silken bag, just a minute to call on my spider girls 3. Thus the spider excused herself to me. Then there was a soft gray mouse peeped at me and baby Mimi, both alone in the house, Mama and her baby Mimi. Mousie ran across the floor, 2 bright eyes on baby Mimi. Then she hid behind the door, all to catch my baby Mimi. Mama jumped and scatted her. Didn't she scat her baby Mimi? Mama hears them if they stir to come near her baby Mimi. But baby, oh baby, what think the gray mouse said to me? I have 4 little mice in the cellar below, and they dursn't come up there, afraid as can be. Want to borrow your baby a minute to show what it is that cries so. They often ask me. Thus the gray mouse excused herself to me. Cup and spoon down on the rug, eating pretty baby Mimi. Out there steps a shiny bug. Says she, "Are you baby Mimi?" "Heard you had some sweet pink toes. Come to kiss 'em, baby Mimi." Hops upon the slipper bows, up and bites my baby Mimi. Mama and baby both did scream. Didn't we scream, baby Mimi? Bug hopped into the baby's cream. Mama run with baby Mimi. But baby, oh baby, what think the wet bug said to me? "I have 4 little bugs and they've nothing to eat. They are all just as hungry can be. And your baby is tender and toothsome and sweet. I just stole a wee bite that my buglets might see." Thus the wet bug excused herself to me. Such a dreadful, dreadful day. But it's night now, baby Mimi. Here's the white bed where I'll lay, all tucked in, my baby Mimi. And now the spider is in bed with her babies, and too the gray mouse is in bed with her babies, and the bug so wet is in bed with her babies, and in just a minute I will be with mine.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 3 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. 2 little boys. Cozy sits a mother by her bright hearth's side. Rock a rock a rock, her fair boy rocks a ride. Light she counts the silver from a silken purse. Gaily shouts the laddie on the rocking horse. Outside falls the snow, outside the winds blow. The mother sings low. Oh, the walls of home are builded bright and high, reaching warm and crimson to the very sky. Rose and white the blankets on the many beds, half the snowy pillows never pressed by heads. Little coaties, some with fur and some with gold, hanging in the fragrant closets, fold on fold. Outside sweeps the snow, outside the blasts blow. The mother sings low. God is good and love and wraps his darlings warm, nestlings wee safe sleeping on love's mighty arm. All her happy heart it opens like a rose, warm as summer is the home amid the snows. In the rose the child is folded lovingly, little honey-fed and downy-coated bee. Outside whirls the snow, outside the drifts grow. The mother sings low. Life is good and home is bright and love is sweet. Oh, God spare us love, home, and life we entreat. Past the stately windows, silken curtained goes, little ragged figure shivering through the snows, gravely looking up his bedroom for the night. Everywhere are sheets and pillows piled so white, but not this white spot, not yet this white cot. The beggar is not ready yet to choose one from the many streets, though the high white snow loom weaves him freshest sheets. Wild and white and thick the midnight on the town, slowly round and round, and on and up and down, trying the marble step and trying alley dim. Never does a blessed doorway ope to him, till 'tis a sweet lot to seek this white cot. The beggar need not knock at anyone's frowning door, for this, free to him, this great, white, solemn bedroom is. Lonesome for the little laddie, it must be, and no tender mother brings her lamp to see. Yet the sweetest, strangest, deepest of all rest settles like a dream upon the beggar's breast. There in that wild spot, within his white cot, the beggar forgot, while the high winds piled his bedclothes, fold on fold, evermore that he had hungered or been cold. Pale and light he soared up to the heavens fair, while the snow lay yet upon his cold wet hair, and the angels leaning on the high bright wall, gravely looked they down upon the spirit small, in the heavenly light, spreading gold and white, they beheld his flight. And said they, "O little soul, why have you come? Little straying soul, you will be missed at home." "Didn't have no home," said he, "and it was cold." And he warmed his fingers in the air of gold. "Would no happy people open to you theirs? Sure we heard a grateful mother singing prayers. In the red firelight, with her child so bright, surely the sad plight of a wandering, homeless, starving little boy would have touched her in her happy, grateful joy." "No," said he, "they didn't never let me in." "On their heads," the angel said, "be all the sin. On their heads who, praising God, will not divide with his helpless poor their happy fireside." In the heavenly light their large eyes grew bright with tears at the plight of this little soul the earth did so condemn, and they reached and took him into heaven with them. In the rose-soft blankets mother's darling lay, warm and soft the night, and sweeter than the day, but his sleep was touched with tossing and annoy. In his dreams he saw the piteous beggar boy. Clear the gold-like gleam shone in on his dream, and strange it did seem that the little shivering spirit there should stand, pleading to the angels with his icy hand. And he heard the angry angels, though he slept, saying 'twas his little brother that they wept, and his death should be upon the happy heads of the people with the fires and downy beds. Oh, in the sharp gleam that shone on his dream, it surely did seem that he must and that he would share all he had with that little shivering spirit and be glad. And he called up to the angels in the sky, and the angels answered to him, sweet and high. "Tell me," cried he, "tell me and my mother, tell us how we'll know a little brother." Then a grand, full gleam of glory did seem to burst on his dream, as the angels answered back, "Remember this, who has less than you, a little brother is." End of section 3.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 4 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Learning to count. Baby now is 3 years old. Times some wise things should be told. Lips that lisp and coo and sing sure can say some useful thing. Come and learn arithmetic. Baby's little head is quick. Baby touch her pearly nose. 1, that's the way it goes. Rosy chin, that makes 2. 2, hear her coo. Blue eye here, blue eye there. Now how many, baby fair? Nose was 1, chin was 2. Nose is chin is 2. And the 2 blue eyes, 3, 4. And 2 blue eyes be 4. Sweet as honey in the hive, little upper lip counts 5. Underlip with pouting tricks, say it, darling, 5, 6. It'll honey ticks, baby count 'em 5, 6. Bless her heart, how plain she speaks. Now we'll add the cherry cheeks. This cheek, sweetest ever given to a baby, stands for 7. That cheek, sweeter than its mate, Mama kisses it for 8. 7. See the baby wait. And cheek ootis is 8. This ear, where the curlies twine, round and silky rings, makes 9. That ear, Pop'll pinch it when home he comes. That counts 10. Dis 9, that 10. That's it. Now we'll count again. Nose is 1, chin is 2, 3 and 4, eyes of blue, lips with smiles, pouts and tricks. Count with me, 5 and 6. 7, 8, these red cheeks, every time that Mama speaks. 9 and 10, each pink ear starts up eagerly to hear. Nose is chin is 2, fee, fo, eyes is boo, honey, tits, 5, 6, 7, 8, kiss it, cheeks, 9, 10, here's who speaks.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 5 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Pinky Winky's Mama. I hears that doll up overhead. I never can get any nap. I guess I shall get out of bed, and haps I'll give that doll a slap. Bad doll, and here you is all dressed. I know you hasn't said your prayers. You got up and put on your best, and hurried fast you could downstairs. I knows, you minx, just where you thought you'd go. Posy, don't shake your curls. What did I say I'd do if I caught you with those naughty alley girls? How dare you take my parasol, bad doll, to go a-walking in? You thinks because you is a doll, nobody'd hurt your little skin. Oh, Pinky Winky Posy Bell, you is so pretty in your little crib. How can I whip, but should I tell my darling daughter doll a fib? My Pinky didn't as she should. Slap, slap, 1, 2, 3. I whips you for your little good. That's what my mama says to me. End of section 5.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 6 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Little Miss Rattle-T-Bang. It was ages ago, so the rhyme makers sang, that a little girl lived. They called Rattle-T-Bang. They called her by that, since she never could stir without causing a slam, or a whirl, or a whir. There's a hammering sound to her heels and her toes, click clickety clack clacking, wherever she goes. Oh, I said, I believe she lived long time ago, for our mild modern girls don't ever walk so. Her papa and her mamma were at their wits' end, every day of their lives some new mischief to mend. For none could be certain, not until she got through, when she rose from her chair, what Miss Rattle might do. Her mamma would much rather have patched 20 boys, and her papa was perfectly wild with the noise. So one morn when the cars came a-puffin' their way, why, they both stepped on board and went steaming away. 'Twas that year when the dish ran away with the spoon, and the wonderful cow jumped over the moon. In no other, I'm sure, could a little girl do what Miss Rattle-T did in an hour or two. In a trice all the doors of the mansion went slam. Every window flew up with a shove and a jam, and then all of them fell with the dreadfulest crash, and the house, it got aired in the general smash. Soon the cups and the spoons struck up jingle and ring, and the plates and the platters broke out tingle-a-ting, while the stove and the shovel, the poker and the tongs undertook to beat time unto both of the songs. All the tables were seized with a cramp and a cough. All the easy chairs rolled till their casters came off. All the cushions were shook into pitiful plights. All the pussy-cats sneezed at such putting to rights. For Miss Rattle rushed round with a duster and broom, and she scattered them all right and left through the room, while the rugs sailed high and the curtains sailed low, and a very high wind blew above and below, and wherever she turned there remained a path, as a lion had passed through the house in his wrath. But whether a lion or a wandering bear, it is certain some tragedy happened right there. When her folks got rested and returned to the house, both the house and the garden were still as a mouse, and they found but some fingers shut tight in the door, nothing else save a flounce lying torn on the floor, and a little soft ringlet snarled fast on a nail. At these remnants of rattle they both gave a wail. It was hard for Miss Rattle-T's parents, no doubt, but oh, isn't it good that the race has died out? For what if little girls now should walk with a bounce? And how bad it would be if they sat with a jounce, and our heads had to ache with the noise and the clang that was made in the days of Miss Rattle-T-Bang. End of section 6.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 7 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. In the haymow. Here's my girlie, hid away, all aloney, in the hay. What big thoughts are troubling you, little Susan, Susie Sue? Oh, I see the thoughtful eye, black eye, I know what you spy. And I see the listening ear, pink ear, I know what you hear. Stem of hay, twixt rosy lip, sweet lip, I know what you sip. I was little once, like you, little Susan, Susie Sue. She hears, in the crackly hay, all the things that used to play and skip and hop and pass in the ripe, thick summer grass. Crickets, ants, and ladybugs, every tiny thing that snugs low down to keep dry and warm when it hears the thunderstorm. Hay is full of chirps and whirs, wingy stirs, and murmurs. Spidery runs, wee-toed hops, robin's funny starts and stops. She sees, in the dry brown hay, all the living green of May. This stalk was a waving blade, this a silken ribbon played. This a daisy was, and this clover that the bees did kiss. This a plume, that a feather, gay they tossed in sunny weather. Green and crimson, pink and white, light and fragrance and delight. Oh, the honey, oh, the dew, meadow, what a change for you. This the tale the hay has told. Green turns brown and youth grows old. 'Tis too bad to sadden you, little Susan, Susie Sue. End of section 7.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 8 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Kitty's color. What color do I like the very best? If I take one, must I leave out the rest? How can a little girl like me go choose just one and all the lovely others lose? You know that in the spring I think I will have frocks the colors of the daffodil. I'd have my frocks still yellow every fold, while beams the dandelion's starry gold. Maybe with buttercups I should dress yellow yet, if it were not for darling violet. But with the earliest violet I see, I wish my frocks and ribbons blue to be. Oh, dainty, dainty blue, I love the blue. I only give up blue, rich rose, for you. But oh, the rose, the red, the blush, the pink. Oh, mamma dear, does anybody think of other flowers when the rose they see? Then, mamma, who could censure little me? Because for rose I sometimes am untrue to all the gold and even violet blue. But should all flower colors really be in one gay glory set apart for me, I shouldn't be content, oh no, for I should look up at the glowing sunset sky, and I should be so envious because those floating clouds of lovely, rosy gauze, and all the webs of purple, gold, and pearl, forbidden were to your poor flower girl. And if I had the gorgeous colors of the sky, there are some other tints for which I'd sigh. For I should want the gray and soft pale green, the diamond luster and rainbow sheen, that make the water beautiful to see, what time the sun shines on it, wide and free. Mamma, you shall not ask your girl to choose. There's not one tint that I could bear to lose. I mean to love and wear them, every one. I'm nature's girl, no Quaker nor a nun. End of section 8.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 9 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. How Mama Plays. Just the sweetest thing that the children do is to play with Mama, a-playing too. And baby is lost, they think is the best, for Mama plays that with a merry zest. My baby lost! Up and down Mama goes, appearing about and following her nose. Inside the papers and under the books, and all in between the covers she looks. Baby, baby, calling. But though in her way is Papa's tall hat, she never once thinks to look under that. She listens, she stops, she hears the wee laugh, and around she flies, the faster by half. Why, where can he be? And she opens the clock. She tumbles her baskets, she shakes Papa's sock. Baby, baby, calling. While the children all smile at Papa's tall hat, though none of them go and look under that. A sweet coo calls. Mama darts everywhere. She feels in her pocket to see if he's there. In every vase on the mantel shelf, she searches sharp for the little elf. Baby, baby, calling. Another coo comes from Papa's tall hat, yet none of them stir an inch toward that. Somewhere he certainly must be, she knows, so up to the china cupboard she goes. The cover she lifts from the sugar bowls, the sweet white lumps she rattles and rolls. Baby, baby, calling. But though there's a stir near Papa's tall hat, they will not so much as look toward that. She moves the dishes, but baby is not in the cream pitcher nor in the teapot. And she wrings her hand and stamps on the floor. She shakes the rugs and she opens the door. Baby, baby, calling. They stand with their backs to Papa's tall hat, though the sweetest of murmurs comes from that. The children join in the funny distress, till Mama all sudden with sweet caress makes a pounce right down on the tall black hat and brings out baby from under that. Baby, baby, calling. And this is the end of the little play the children would like to play every day. End of section 9.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 10 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. What Pinky Blue Don't Know. My Pinky Blue is as fair as a rose, but as yet of this not a lisp she knows, and I wouldn't have her know. If she knew, she might prink and put on airs, and go thinking about the clothes she wears, so I wouldn't have her know. Pinky Blue wears silk, but then she don't know that it's any better than calico, and I wouldn't have her know. For when she begins to turn up her nose, no longer she'll be as sweet as a rose, so I wouldn't have her know. But now, with the washerwoman's baby all day, Pinky Blue will merrily, sweetly play, and I wouldn't have her know. Anyone could think the play wasn't right, or the black skin not as good as the white. No, I wouldn't have her know. She don't know that money is made to keep, but she thinks it's to give to those who weep, and I wouldn't have her know. And she knows not one of the reasons why that some should be glad and that some should sigh, and I wouldn't have her know. A smile is a smile with my Pinky Blue. She believes that smiles are as true, and I wouldn't have her know that a smile may tell the naughtiest lies, and sweet looks say what the heart denies. No, I wouldn't have her know. Oh, yes, there is much Pinky Blue don't know, but I willingly let the knowledge go, for I wouldn't have her know. Since of what I've learned I would give the whole, for the wisdom born in her white sweet soul. No, I wouldn't have her know. End of section 10.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 11 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. A question of business. Ain't I going to divide? Well, that's what I call cool, you jack. Lying at home, here on your back. But then, if you think that it pays to sleep these grand old Saturdays, sleep, but mind, I don't divide. But nutting is only fun? Of course that's easy enough to say. The woods are jolly, anyway. And 'tisn't bad to climb the trees and shake such plumpers down as these. Oh, it really is prime fun. Yes, I own nutting is fun. You hunt round in such golden leaves. The squirrels scold and call you thieves, and 'tis the stillest place to lie and look up, far up in the sky. No objections to the fun. But will I tell you, you jack, there's something else. You tote that bag home as I did, and feel it sag. Say, Jack, see here, I'll sell you some. If you want nuts thout work, yes, come. That's the way to get 'em, Jack. Oh, you don't buy nuts that grow in Father's woods? They're half yours now? Just so, only I don't see how. You'll get your half unless you go for 'em yourself. I shan't, I know. Sir, your half is where they grow. End of section 11.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 12 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. In a birdhouse. The little bird wife to the window came, and forth she looked with an anxious eye, where a cold and an angry sunrise flame stormily burned in the eastern sky. "Will it be a fair day, do you think?" she said. "I am always afraid when the sky is red." She'd risen early, the little bird wife, and let Mr. Bird lie snug in bed. She had built the fire, she had broiled the worms, and by a starlight cold they had breakfasted. They had planned this day on a journey to go. Even birds rise betimes for journeys, you know. They were going to see their daughter dear, a flight of 12 miles or so, and of course it would never do to start if the weather looked at all like snow. Mr. Bird, he went out, and he looked each way. He stretched, and he said, "No visits today." And in he went and sat down by the fire. The snow fell deep, and he slept and slept. The little bird wife, she tidied the house, but whatever she did, she wept and wept, for the little bird grandmother wished to see the daughter and babies in the distant tree. End of section 12.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 13 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Papa's Scare. "That's a queer umbrella over there across the street." "Yes, bless me, that umbrella's got 3 pairs of feet. It goes clatter, 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 and it chatters too. I'm afraid of live umbrellas. What had I better do? Mercy sakes, that strange umbrella, it is chasing me. Hear it call and laugh and giggle in uncanny glee. It must be a witch umbrella. How it bobs about, how it leaps and springs and hurries. Hark, what did it shout? Wait, wait, Papa, Papa. This beats all the jokes. Here I've been a-running from my own 3 little folks. Well, how should a papa know his children by their feet? But I did know I was funning, possibly, my sweet. End of section 13.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 14 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Harry Boy. "Well, Harry Boy, you are a sight, perched up on cook's dishpan, all smirch and smutch, with not one little finger fit to touch, drumming with fork and spoon hard as you can. You noisy boy, who would believe, indeed who could believe, to look at you, you once wore baby white and baby blue, with dainty ribbon bows to tie your sleeve. Oh, Harry Boy, you little giant in your button boots, full 3 feet 3, your sturdy knees bared for the world to see. Poor little knees, crisscrossed with ancient cuts, such sorry knees, so scraped, so scratched, so golden brown with tan. Your brown fists match them piteous well, with bruise and cut and scratch, you sturdy, lawless, sunburnt little man. My great big boy, I pinch your apple cheeks so hard and red, and wonder how you came by all this thick, rich brown hair that now thatches so curly thick your restless head. For, Harry boy, this hair was gold, a pale and tender gold, and soft as down. The daintiest, tiniest baby in the town. You were, yes, you boy so big and bold. The best one too, you were so good, I'd wrap you, eyes and nose. And you, yes you, would sleep such naps, and then wake with a coo, all smiles, if I but touched your rosy toes. Yes, you great boy, that likes to roll up mornings in the sheets, and then pitch out, head first upon the floor, with such a shout that all the people hear you in the streets. Poor, dirty boy. Oh, but the dirt will all wash off from clothes. Well, Mama prays. No matter how you grow, all nights, all days, then skin and clothes sin's soil no deeper goes. What do I mean? Oh, nothing. But I do? Well then, keen eyes, Mama may mean that you should come upstairs and wash you clean. The rest, when time has made you sadly wise. End of section 14.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 15 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Vacation Days. Each year, early in the summer, while yet 'tis blue, blue June, suddenly the wild birds waken, and with a longing tune go song singing of the children that are shut from the sun. They are coming, the singers carol, for the school days are done. And they sing the song of cherries along the garden wall, and they sing the song of berries that grow in thickets tall. And they sing the song of rambles, long rambles in the sun. They are coming, the singers carol, for the school days are done. And they sing the song of hammocks hung in the deep pine trees, where the children brown and brighten with swaying in the breeze. Happy, happy little children, just let out in the sun. They are coming, the singers carol, for the school days are done. Give the world up to the children, yes, near and far and wide. Let the willing welcomes waken up all the countryside. Meet them, bird and bee and blossom, and meet them, breeze and sun. Carol, carol, oh carol, carol, that the school days are done. End of section 15.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 16 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Little King John. Little King John sits up in a tree. A tip-top throne has little King John, but no fair queen by his side has he, for how, pray tell, could a queen hold on? Little King John, oh, where is your crown? Or, Little King John, where is your hat? You've burnt your nose to a coffee brown, and what'll your mother say to that? But Little King John, he hugs his throne. The sea, the sun, the wind is sweet. And up in the clouds, high and alone, the tree's a wonderful wishing seat. Little King John is sailing his ships in the open polar sea, perhaps. At least his grand discovery trips spoil all the old geography maps. Little King John is leading his men. On a gallant horse he sweeps the field. The bands play up, and he cheers, and then the guns, the charge, the enemy yield. Little King John, he is grand and tall. He looks just as the president should. Like Washington, yes, a man of all would wish to look like him if he could. Little King John, he is scrambling down. He barks his knees on the wishing tree. At the tea-bell sound his dreams have flown, and naught but a hungry boy is he. End of section 16.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 17 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Poor Frank. Of all the boys at school in Bird's Nest Lane, our Frankie has the neatest, spryest foot. What is the matter, think you, with his brain, that he falls drowsy when at lessons put? What is it ails his brain, that something dreadful does is plain? Outdoors his black eyes snap like wintry stars. There is no boy like him to catch a ball. A handspring and he leaps the 5-rail bars. He is the Indian runner of them all. What is it ails our Frankie's brain? I ask and ask myself again. The silver brooks of all the countryside, the stones and weeds and bugs of every hill, this queer boy knows so well he is our pride. What's in a book to weave a spell so ill? To dull his eyes and dull his brain, it's happened so time and again. The moment he hangs up that Highland cap, our Frankie is a shrewdy lad no more. He cannot fish the rivers on a map. Of course he knows that 2 and 2 make 4. He yawns and nods o'er all that's said. They call our Frank Sir Sleepyhead. He says the print is full of small black elves that dance and do not else before his eyes. He wants to see the facts and folks themselves, or else he never shall be very wise. Is aught the matter with his brain, that he should reason in the strain? End of section 17.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 18 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Mounting Guard. This is Dottie, rosy, sweet, napping in the sofa seat. These 2 ladies, pretty, wee, Dottie's dolly daughters be. And that's Carlo, mounting guard, winkless, watching, harking hard. He thinks bow wow at that fly lighting down on Dotty's eye. Bow wow, too, at little Sam letting that front gate go slam. He lifts up a warning paw as Puss, pushing with her claw at the lightly swinging door, patters in across the floor. Looks a bite toward Papa for his sudden ha ha ha. Glares at the piano keys, snaps at Mama for her sneeze. Eyes that baby in her lap, just awakened from his nap. Coo-a-coo and goo-a-goo, goo-a-goo and coo-a-coo. All so loud in Mama's lap, never minding Dotty's nap. 'Cause it's baby no one cares, and poor Carlo quite despairs. How she jingles spoon and cup, bite her, eat her, chew her up. Carlos is wild, that dreadful child. No use, no how. Bow wow, bow wow. Carlos's self wakes Dotty up, not the baby with her cup. End of section 18.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 19 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. The Street Sweeper. Each day on the street I see this broom. It big enough is to sweep each room. In the Pope's great palace or the sea, and thousands of rooms 'tis said there be. The boy that sweeps with the giant broom, oh, little he is to brush one room, yet all day works on the roaring street, and among the horses' mighty feet. And brave he tugs with his baby strength, clean to keep the crossing's breadth and length. His, in the world's work, shower or shine, a path to clear for the fair and fine. Such a little boy, sweet as can be, if but a mother had he to see, that the curls were curled, the hands washed white, and the blue eyes kissed at morn and night. For the daintiest boy would look amiss, should he go without the mother kiss. 'Twould show in the mouth, the cheek, the chin, for the mother kisses all strike in. And a sweet light beams out on the face, and a dimple buds in every place, that is kissed so deep with the mother lips, and he tender is to the fingertips. But the poor broom boy has dimples none, he doesn't have kisses, no, not one. There can't be even a hand to sew, for ragged he is from top to toe. Here is an elbow, there a knee, the 10 little toes can counted be. The coat is buttoned up with a pin, the poor wee pockets have nothing in. A top nor a marble, ball nor knife, oh, pity it is, still in his life. This baby has something else to do, must earn his dinner and cook it too. My heart breaks over you, baby man. I'll wish you the best that wish I can. May the brave heart sicken not nor die, that looks out now from the sweet blue eye. My heart breaks over you, baby man, yet I'll learn your wisdom, if I can, to work in my place through shower or shine, and grumble not at the fair and fine. End of section 19.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 20 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Kittiekin. Kittiekin leans in the windowsill. My dear little girl Kittiekin. The snowflakes fall, white, thick, and still. The snow brings dreams to Kittiekin. Her large, bright blue eye, never it winks. You like to know what Kittiekin thinks? What are you thinking, Kittiekin? The snowflakes float down, up, and by. The storm enchants my Kittiekin. Wonderful things are kept in the sky. The pearly rain, sweet Kittiekin. The moon, the clouds of purple and rose, the stars, the sun, and these beautiful snows. Are these your thoughts, my Kittiekin? Ah, I know girls by heart, I know the thoughts of dreaming Kittiekin. The lovely floating, fleecing snow means sleds and slides for Kittiekin. The beautiful snow makes many ways, the little girl's plans and pleasures and plays. These are the thoughts of Kittiekin. End of section 20.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 21 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. What if? 3 little men on the doorsteps sat, and all 3 rosily sweet and fat. From babyland latecomers were they, 3 dear little souls that should have been gay. But there on the green lay white snowflakes. April weather was making mistakes. Oh, you don't suppose, says Dickie dear, that maybe there won't be flowers this year? Oh, nobody knows, says Tommy Jinks. Nobody knows what the weather thinks. If nobody knows, cried Hopple my Thumb, if nobody knows what's going to come, the rose may dress brown instead of in red. But, sir, if she does, snip goes her head. And then did the 3, and all in a jiff, sobbing begin, what if, what if? What if on trees the violets should grow, instead of their hiding grassy low? What if there's nothing delicious to eat? Oh, what if the strawberries shouldn't be sweet? And what if the cherries all green should stay? And what if the apples should do the same way? And it be so cold that we cannot play, and have in the house all summer to stay? And the fishes dear, with their silver gleams, they should all freeze up in the silver streams? Tommy Jinks says, oh, and Dickie says, oh, and Hopple my Thumb, he too said so. Oh, 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 oh. This is how these 3 little men said, oh. They'd have wept till now, but the sun came out, and up they jumped, and were off with a shout. End of section 21.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 22 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. While Baby Sleeps. It's baking day. Bye, low baby, bye. Oh, why don't the baby
shut her eye. Buy low, baby, buy. On baking day, the prettiest baby is in the way. Buy low, baby, buy. With measured tread, they carry the baby to her bed. Softly close the door, and now the house starts up at once, as still as a mouse. And still, oh yes, and as nimble too, for this is the time to do and do the very things that baby'd think fun, and brought out now and hurriedly done. The beautiful beans she'd like to pour in musical streams all o'er the floor. The apples, too, with the parings red, that wind so nice round the baby's head. And the pan of flour as soft as snow, pretty white stuff for baby to blow. Oh, pies in rows and cookies in heaps, and all to be made while baby sleeps. For baby has come to that charming time when she can creep and clamber and climb. She knows 'bout sugar and spice and plums. You take her away and back she comes, creeping so fast and laughing in glee, and pulls herself up by Mama's knee. And whatever Mama goes to find, the baby comes creeping close behind. In the cellar door she coos, "Dada?" Peeps down through the darkness at dear Mama. She tips the water pail on the floor, burns both wee hands on the oven door, and Mama spills the molasses cup in running to pick her baby up. So buy low, baby, buy, for on baking day the prettiest baby is in the way. End of section 22.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 23 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Which kitty to keep? Kittens 5 had Belle and Bess, a basket full of happiness. A basket full of shiny furs, and little tails and paws and purrs. The merry lives had just begun, a little week of pretty fun. And then a voice, 'twas Mama's voice. "Come, children, you must make your choice." The little girls knew what that meant. The mother kitty turned so faint. They went as sad could be, and by the basket sat the 3. Down stooped the little tender Bess, and took one up with a caress. "I would keep that," said Mother Cat. But Sweet Belle sighed, so then they chose again one like a soft white rose. "Oh, do keep that," said Mother Cat. "But see this purse like anything. It's sweet to hear a kitty sing." "You must keep that," said Mother Cat. "And this is just as white as milk, so warm and shiny soft as silk." "Yes, do keep that," said Mother Cat. So Bess held up her apron, and Belle laid 4 in with careful hand. "That, that, said Mother Cat. Then up she caught the other one. The 3 ran fast as they could run, and in the barn they hid away, the whole 5 kitties in the hay. End of section 23.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 24 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. A flower. I am thankful when the winter is really done, and I empty the children all out in the sun. For though pinks of perfection other women have got, I know mine are a dreadfully rollicking lot. They are handsome as Raphael's own cherubs to see, only Raphael has quite the advantage of me, for so few of his cherubs have hands or have feet, that the sky where they fly is refreshingly neat. And if mine were but beautiful heads with wings, I could love them the same, and they wouldn't turn things upside down. They couldn't. Then a woman might show how she'd like to keep house, if permitted, you know. Yester morning I said, as I sent them to play, well, perhaps they'll be poets and artists some day. But I own that, at present, destruction and noise are the outermost traits of my girls and my boys. A muddy mosaic of their tracks on the floor, their jackknives to pick up where they whittled the door, their art studies to wash from the clean window pane, and the picture papers all to fold up again. Before noon it was still, and I stole out to see where my sturdy young gypsies marauding might be. On the old orchard wall, 'neath the apple tree bough, they were clinging like kittens, the 5 in a row. Oh, you should have seen them, for each wild little elf looked seraphic enough, e'en for Raphael himself. All a hush they were gazing, rapt over the wall, at the first dandelion. Oh, yes, that was all. That's the holy flower, lisped Miss Fanny the dear. I crept close, for of course I was longing to hear. To an angel it turns, I've seen it when it dies, has 100 white wings, and away then it flies. Heavenly pensive, my 5, they gazed at it once more. I stole silently back through the work-a-day door, and the sweet little priests at the shrine of the flower wore their poet look still at the dinner bell hour.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.
Section 25 of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Pudding and Milk. A dinner for 2. It's ready at last. Begun in the spring, now summer is past. This dinner for 2, oh, to just think how the farmermen worked with horses and plow, and the planting boys with their nimble hoes, a-dropping the corn in the long straight rows. In April and May, at night and at morn, in June and July, they worked in the corn. Oh, the tall green corn all tassels and toss, oh, the broad-leaved corn with its tangles of floss. Then one August day the green forests fell, and the men to husk and the men to shell were ready to work, and worked with a will, and got the corn ready to carry to mill. Oh, the plow and the hoe, the sickle and wheel, the end of their toil is a bag of meal, as yellow as gold and as soft as silk, and 2 little girls eating pudding and milk. All gone. End of section 25. End of Sugar Plums by Ella Farman Pratt.
This audiobook is brought to you by Full Audiobooks. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon if you love audiobooks.